This is Hank. May I help you? She's there now. Alright. Go over this one more time. What did the postman say? And you are in the... I said you are in the mailroom right now? And she's there. Oh, this is going to be a pain. I'll take care of it. Hey, Stick, I need to talk to you. Yeah, boss, go ahead. Stick, your wife is in the mailroom. Boss, she and I broke up. I sent her away. Stick, did you really send your wife away? I sure did. We were having some problems, and she said she was going to leave me, so I just sent her away. Boss, you said she's at the mailroom? Yes, Stick, she's at the mailroom. Have a seat, buddy. Have a seat, buddy. This is going to take a while. You know how long-winded Stick is. Stick, you may have sent her away, but this is what Hank told me. He got a call from the mailroom clerk. Yeah, boss, what did he say so we can get this fixed? Stick, the post office said you didn't put enough postage on her to get her to Timbuktu. Before I leave, what are you guys doing out here today? Well, boss, we're installing an engine in this rocket. This is a secret project by, Oakwood himself came out and told us to put an engine in that rocket. Oakwood told you to put an engine in the rocket? Yeah, boss. He detained a government man last night, and he wants us to launch him to the moon. We don't have a moon. Earth does. Were any of y'all there? Can you tell me what happened? Boss, it's like this. Oakwood, I'm from the government. Yeah, I've run into you before a couple of times. What is it you want this time? Extortion? Call it insurance? Fire insurance? No, Mr. Oakwood. We're going to call this right-to-work money. Let me just tell you something, you government parasite. I have a confidential secretary down the hall. His name is Hank. You tell him where to send it, name and address, and I'll make sure that it happens. Now, when you get finished talking to Hank, you tell him to call me, and I will keep you totally funded. I do not want you back in my office. Well, I'm glad we see eye to eye on this. While I'm pacing, waiting on a phone call from Hank, let's just discuss good refreshment. There's tea, there's coffee, there's fruit juice, there's all kinds of good stuff. These are available at your local grocer. Go and get these things and have them in stock. You never know when friends are going to come by and you're going to have to entertain. There's nothing like having spaghetti and not having the right wine. Can you imagine having spaghetti and having to drink syrup? Corn syrup? You don't want that. Make sure you have the right drink for the right time. Buy everything. In fact, just buy a case of everything on the shelf. Spend that money. It grows on trees. Go ahead, Hank. I'm here. Mr. Oakwood, he gave me the name and address, phone number, all the information as to who's going to be taking this money. It's a substantial amount of money. All right, Hank, that's what I needed. Listen, I've called the security guard. They're going to detain the government man. They're going to tell him that I need to clear up a couple of issues. They're going to send him back over here. Do I still have my team up there in the Capitol? Yes, Mr. Oakwood, your hit team is up there in the Capitol. All right, what I want you to do is go up there and black bag this character and anybody associated with him, you know, business partners, that sort of stuff. Just don't go after like secretary and family. There's no reason to do that. But go ahead and get his business associates, anyone that would be profiting there'll be any PAC members, that kind of stuff. Yes, Mr. Oakwood, I'll have that done immediately. One other thing, Hank, I don't want them hurt. Yes, Mr. Oakwood. Hank, what I do want is I want you to send them to the plantation. Tell the taskmaster down there to make sure that they work and don't spare the whip if they don't. Yes, Mr. Oakwood. And I'm going to go pretty easy on them, seeing as how this is their second violation. Yes, Mr. Oakwood. You tell them I want them to have a working man's hours, like a business owner working man's hours. Yes, Mr. Oakwood. You know what that means, don't you, Hank? Yes, Mr. Oakwood. It means they'll be up working by 4:30 in the morning. They'll be off at 11:30 at night, and they'll have 10 minutes for breakfast, lunch, and dinner if their work is caught up at the time dinner's served. That's good. That's what I wanted. One other thing, Mr. Oakwood. What is it, Hank? I'm wondering if I could be the one to send them off to the plantation with a handshake. Hank, that's a very strange request. No, sir, it's not. My brother's running for the same office that this man is, and I would like to tell him thanks for removing himself, so my brother's going to have an easier run for office.